Cake here from Normal Minecraft. Welcome back to no, I swear I know how to speak. But yeah, welcome back to another review. Now, yes, I know it's been a short while since I uploaded something, and yes, I'm aware of the amount of catching up I need to do on some reviews that I also need to do. But yeah, besides that, yeah, today I'm reviewing Chapter 5, Season 4 of Fortnite. Now, if you missed out on, Chapter 5, Season 4, basically it was another Marvel season, and we got Gwenpool in the game, which I do like Gwenpool, and, this chapter scene, I swear, I know how to speak, but yeah, this chapter saw the return of Doctor Doom, and him trying to take over the island, with him, well, obviously failing, but yeah. Anyways, as usual, the pros, the cons, and the mates. So, first thing is the War Machine arsenal that contained a backpack, War Machine's gauntlets, and a shoulder-mounted cannon that tracks any opponents. Honestly, like, by themselves, they were pretty fun, but when you had them all together, you would be quite powerful. And yes, I do know that they got nerfed down the line, but hey, they were still fun despite the fact that they did eventually become useless near the end of the season, but besides that, they're quite fun. The next thing is the dual mini SMGs. Now look, an SMG alone is pretty fun, but when you have two of them, it's even more fun, especially since you can do more damage. And also, if I ever was going to get, like if I did get my gun license, and if I ever did buy a gun, I would love to get, like, a SMG or something, I don't know. Actually, I don't even, wait, can you get an SMG? Like, do you have the ability to buy, I don't know, maybe I might look that up later. The next thing is Doctor Doom's gauntlets. They let you shoot out lasers and giant balls of energy, so of course something like this would be fun. Then the next one is the Emma Frost boss fight. Now look, I don't know that much about Emma Frost besides the fact that she can turn into this form where she has diamond skin, and in the boss fight, she'll occasionally turn into this form, and she will be basically invincible. Unless you have a melee weapon. If you have, like, some form of melee weapon, then you can do some sort of damage to her, but she's mostly invincible in her diamond form, and I honestly think, I really do like how Fortnite's doing all of the, boss fights. Like, they make it where, like, it's not simply, oh, just shoot them a certain amount of times, and then they'll drop their stuff. It's like, basically, you have to shoot them, but you also have to, like, take out their guards, and they may or may not have some sort of unique ability that you get from the medallions. But speaking of medallions, Mysterio's medallion. Now look, I know the entire Fortnite community was dogging on this medallion, but personally, I quite enjoyed the medallion, I really did enjoy Mysterio's medallion, especially since it, like, whenever you would crouch, you would turn invisible for a certain amount of time, which is pretty fun to use. And well, yes, I didn't really use Mysterio's medallion in the mid or later points of this season. It was still fun to use. Next one is Doctor Doom's medallion. Dr. Doom's medallion, like, whenever you kill a opponent, you get health back. So, yeah, his is a siphon medallion, and I love those things because, obviously, like I mentioned, if you kill an opponent, you get some health back, and that's always nice. Especially if, you know, you're kind of low on health and shields. Next one is Emma Frost's medallion. And while yes, some people would say, but this is literally just something that would temporarily track any players or NPCs nearby. True, but it can be useful. It can be useful. So yeah. Yeah. Next one is the Gwenpool skin. Now obviously, if you know me, you would know that I happen to like Deadpool. Now, I haven't read any of the Gwenpool comics or anything, but, like, honestly, I really do like Gwenpool's design, and also, no, she's not supposed to be Gwen Stacy, it's just actually, yeah, Gwenpool actually, now I think about it, yeah, it's actually funny because Gwenpool originally was supposed to be some sort of alternate version of Gwen Stacy, but then, like, they changed it. I don't know. If you want to have someone explain it better than me, go ahead, because I'm not really the best one here to explain it. But yeah, I really do like the Gwenpool skin, and I also like her alt. It's honestly I swear, I know how to talk, but yeah, it's also quite cute. So yeah, next one is the Doombrella, which is the umbrella you would get for getting your first victory royale in this chapter. So if you don't know, every new chapter, there's this umbrella you can get for getting your first victory royale. And I've tried to make it my mission to try and get at least all of them. So yeah, but yeah, honestly, I quite like the design. It's nice. The next one is Castle Doom. Now, the previous time we had Castle Doom in the game, it wasn't really that impressive, but this one, oh, this one, mwah, nice. Next thing is the Silvering. I don't know how to say it. The Silvering shotgun. Honestly, again, it was a quite fun shotgun. So yeah, we'll see that. Next one is Captain America's shield. Basically, you can throw it at people and block attacks. It did a decent amount of damage. So yeah, obviously this one was also had its power toned down a bit later on. But hey, it was alright. But yeah, next thing is the Striker Burst Rifle. It was fun. I don't really have that much to say about it, but it was fun. Next one is the War Machine skin. I also do like the War Machine Iron suit, or Iron Man suit, so yeah. Next one is the Iron Patriot style of the War Machine skin, which obviously is a bit more iconic than the original version. Well, to me at least, as someone who watched the first, or the the first 3 Iron Man movies. Next one, Pulverine. Now, if you don't know who Pulverine is, it's a combination of Peely and Wolverine. And honestly, it's quite goofy, especially since this is seemingly the only Peely that knows how to talk. Also, the fact that, like, because most Peely skins, they have, like, a peel, like, they have, like, part of peel kind of, like, peeled down a bit, so, like, my theory is the only reason that this version of Peely can talk, because, like, he has his peel all closed up, so maybe that's the reason that he is able to talk, I don't know. Next one is the Organic Diamond style of the Emma Frost skin. I don't know, I just really do like the look of this style. It's quite nice, it's quite shiny. Next one is the Captain Jones skin. So, yeah, it's actually something I need to mention is, earlier, before the, Fortnite event, people thought that, like, oh, this is going to be the last time we see Jonesy because he might die or something. Thankfully, he didn't. We still have Jonesy, so that's good. The next one is the Stealth variation, which also, again, looks nice. Next one is the Mysterious, or not the Mysterious, the Mysterio skin. The only reason I like Mysterio is because of his orb, that I just want to ponder his orb head. So yeah. Then the next one is the Supernatural Mysterio skin, which, again, the reds look nice. I like it. Then the next one is the Shiri skin. Like, back then, in the Chapter 1 days, we didn't really have that many, like, level 100 female skins, so it's nice to see some more level 100 female skins, so, yeah. Then there's the Black Panther Shuri skin, which also looks pretty nice. Then there's Shuri's Claws, which are also pretty fun to use. They would let you run fast, you could do a lot of damage with them, and I loved it. Then there's Gwenpool's twin SMGs. I also like the look of these, so that's really all I have to say. Then there's the Pandora armor style for the Doom skin, which looks freaking great. I love the color gold. I love gold and green together. It just looks nice. Honestly, gold with any color is a good combination. I'm just saying. Hell, even if it's gold with gold, it looks cool. Then there is Doctor Doom's power, because somewhere in the middle of the season, the island, or yeah, the floating island would randomly change into one that has a cauldron that would let you have Doctor Doom's powers. And honestly, yeah, it was pretty fun, pretty cool to use, and also the fact that, like, he essentially has a rider kick as one of his attacks. Like, Doctor Doom has a rider kick. as one of his abilities, and it is awesome. I know it's not supposed to be a rider kick, but as someone who as someone who likes Tokusatsu, I see it as a rider kick. But yeah, anyways, next thing is Iron Man's combat kit and Iron Man's flight kit. These two basically go together, so yeah, these two things go together. It's basically like Iron Man's gauntlets and Iron Man's boots, which are again pretty fun to use. Yeah, the next thing is the dark variant of Gwenpool, which I honestly do dig the look of. Black and pink really do good, or do really go good together. Okay, now we're getting to the last things that were introduced in Fortnite Mirrors 2024. The chainsaw. Now look, I never thought Fortnite would add a chainsaw. But when I discovered that freaking Leatherface was coming to Fortnite, and when I saw the gameplay trailer where like they showed, oh yeah, we're adding a chainsaw to Fortnite, my mind was blown because it's just because here's the thing. Well, yes, Fortnite is rated T for teen. A good amount of this audience are kids, and usually chainsaws in media not all the time, but a good amount of time, chainsaws are predicted as, or not predicted, there are shown to be like weapons that can cause a lot of blood to come out of someone. So the fact that we actually got a chainsaw in Fortnite is amazing, and also the fact that you can use it to, like, you have the option to ride around on the chainsaw to travel around the island is just, oh my. Like, I never thought that a video game could show you using a chainsaw like that. Like, that was, oh my god. I love that. Oh man, I really do like the chainsaw, and I'm really happy that Leatherface was added in the game. Even if his mask isn't actually made out of human skin in this game, they decided to make his mask out of cloth or something, which, you know, fair enough, especially since, again, but despite the fact that Fortnite is a teen-rated game, there is so much you can get away with in teen-rated game before it becomes M-rated. But yeah. Chainsaw was really fun. Then the next one was the Boom Billy, because besides Leatherface, another collab that shocked me and many others was Jigsaw being added into the game, because I was also not expecting Jigsaw to be added into the game because of how violent the Saw movies get, which, you know, if that's the case, does this mean we could possibly get a Mortal Kombat crossover? Because just like Saw, Mortal Kombat is also quite violent, so, you know. But yeah, the Boom Billies are essentially like the little Billy puppets on like this floating tricycle that is essentially like an explosive that seeks out for opponents and is really cool, and I liked it. Then the next one is the Freaky Fields POI. No, P. Diddy is not in this POI, but besides that, yeah, this was essentially the return of Fatal Fields, and honestly, I quite liked Fatal Fields, so yeah, I really did dig this POI, especially since this was the place where you could fight Jigsaw for the Boom Billies. Then the next one is the Brawler's Patch, which had a boss where you could get the stake shotgun, or yeah, the stake shotgun. No, not that type of stake, and the pumpkin launcher, the pumpkin launcher is a classic Fortnite Halloween weapon. So yeah. Now we get to the cons. The removal of Lavish Lair. Now, the only reason why this is a bad thing is because, you know, as someone who likes Oscar and as a fan of the POI, it was a shame to see Lavish Lair go. But hey, we got a good POI in its place at least. Yeah. Then the final con is the Coral G Festival Pass. Now, if you don't know who Coral G is, trust me, I didn't know who she was either. She's some, like, Latino singer, but I also discovered... but yeah, after I discovered who she was, I also discovered that apparently she's also quite racist and quite homophobic, and also currently supports Israel, so... Yeah, basically pretty much every Fortnite player I saw on Twitter or Blue Sky basically refused to get the festival pass, including me, because obviously, you know, I don't really want to support hate towards certain people. I especially don't want to support people who have like hateful views, so yeah. But now we have the mids. Rust isn't dead, he's alive. Now I I don't hate Rust. It's just I don't know, I'm just not really that interested in him. Then the second one is the train returned. Now I did miss the train in chapter yeah, I did miss the train in the previous chapter of this season, so it was nice to see it back. It actually did get a spooky redesign in Fortnite Bears, so that was cool. Then the next one is the raft. It's fine. The next one is Doomstat, which is supposed to be like Doom's home village, which replaced Lavish Lair, so yeah, it's in the mid. Then the Puberine skin, X-Force style, so it was alright. Then the Emma Frost skin, yes, that's right. I'm putting a variant of the skin higher than the original skin. It's just mostly because I don't really know that much about Emma Frost. Then there is the Monarch pistol, which it's fine, I guess. Then there is the Black Queen variation of Emma Frost, which is, again, fine. Then the classic Wolverine style, again, it's fine. Then the illusory, however you say that style version of Mysterio. Then the Wakanda Royal style Shuri, which was also fine. The Absolute Doom skin was decent. The Super Styles. Look, I don't really care about the Super Styles that much because they're always the same, so yeah. Then there's the Stark Industrial Rifles, or Stark Industry Rifles. Look, I already made a video as to why I'm not a big fan of the Stark Industry Rifles, considering, like, further laser weapons would just copy it and not do anything special. Kinda. Yeah. Then there was the 7th birthday medallion, which would give you, like, which would slowly apply balloons to you. And it was fun, but, you know, it was alright. And hey, Fortnite's 7 years old now, so, yeah. Then there was the birthday flare gun, which, you know, I didn't really use it that much. Then there was the camo War Machine skin, which, again, was fine. And then finally, there was the pen and ink style Captain Jones. Now look, I will say, like, the pen and ink styles for their skins are better than, like, their first attempt. But I don't know, it just didn't really do that much for me, so, yeah. But, yeah, that was everything I had to talk about. So, yeah, I give this season, 6 out of 7 stars. Now, obviously, Fortnite, obviously, the Season 2 remix just came out. And I actually saw the trailer when I was on my trip. Honestly, I do like the Eminem minigun they have that just shoots out like the lyrics of one of Eminem's songs. That's honestly quite funny. I'm glad to see Snoop Dogg in the game. Look, I don't really listen to that much Snoop Dogg, but you know, I can't deny that he is a very iconic artist, and I also like his the Snoop Dogg Boogie Bomb. I quite like that as well. And also, the thing that really surprised me was at the end, they teased Juice WRLD coming to the game, which, when I saw that, like, I was surprised because, like, I didn't think Fortnite would add, like, you know, I didn't think Fortnite would add, like, people who, like, I didn't think they would add celebrities who passed away into the game, because obviously, like, putting a celebrity or a famous artist who has passed away into like a video game or a movie, like usually that can be quite tricky because it's like, especially if it's like with a movie, because like most movies, especially recently, like an example, Alien Romulus, they brought back a actor with AI and like CGI or something for the most recent Alien movie, so it's like, especially with movies, it's like there's a small moral problem there, and like in video games it's like, especially depending on the video game, because like obviously it would be really dark if like Fortnite added a skin of a celebrity who died by gunshots, which is probably the reason why we'll never see Tupac as a skin in Fortnite, if I want to be clearly honest, because that would be in really bad taste. Besides that, yeah, I was actually really surprised that they were adding Juice WRLD in the game. And also there's a chance that you might have a concert, which, again, a little weird considering, you know, Juice WRLD has been dead for a decent, or not a decent while. Juice WRLD has been dead for a small while. And, okay, here's the thing. The reason why I don't completely think the concert thing is weird is because it is known that Juice WRLD does have, like, a extremely large amount of unreleased songs, so, you know, chances are he might have some sort of unreleased song that's related to Fortnite, which, if that's the case, nice. And also, you know, if you remember that one video I made about, Juice WRLD's unreleased songs, then, you know, you should probably go check that out. But besides that, yeah. I'm excited to start playing, Season 2 Remix. Season 2 is quite a nostalgic chapter for me, so, yeah. So, yeah, anyways, yeah, 6 out of 7 stars. I quite enjoyed this season. So, yeah, Chapter 4 review, or not Chapter 4, Chapter 5 review coming soon. So, yeah. So, anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!